Hello everyone, it's Judy here at River City Sewing, bringing you this week's video news. Well, we're getting back on track after all the exciting events from Cyclone Alfred over the past week or so. We had a busy week catching up because of the closures in the store, and this is the first opportunity we've had to do the video and to get this out to you. So Sunday morning here at the store, and everything's closed, so I get a chance to actually relax a little bit and provide you with a bit of information. So we came out unscathed, which was great for us, and we got cut off with water around us, but we had a few little leaks in the building, but nothing major. So we were very, very lucky. So, and I know many of you lost power and were, water's coming through. Just want to give a big shout out to our friends up there at Dewdrop Inn who had some really bad water damage up there. They have a GoFundMe page, so if you want to help out, there is a GoFundMe page for them. They had quite a lot of water damage there, so if you want to help out, please go to that GoFundMe page, and you might give them a hand to get back on their feet again, which is pretty sad. So all our thoughts go out to you, and let's hope that they can get back on their feet as quickly as possible. It'd be devastating to be in that situation. So all our best to them in the weeks ahead. So coming back to us, we're back to some kind of normal here, getting back into rescheduling some classes and getting all that out of the way. So this week here at the store, we kick off with a busy week because we have our 2-day event with Tracy Sims and Zunt Designs doing the Chickadee and Dogwood event, the 2-day embroidery event. So there are a couple of spots still available in there. They'll be closing off Monday. So if you haven't booked your spot and you would like to come, there are only a few spots left for that. So you'll need to do that pretty quick by no later than Monday afternoon, okay? Because we have to make kits. We've only got so many kits for that. So if you were thinking about it and wanting to do this beautiful Dogwood and Chickadee class, you really need to get it online and book your class, okay? So that one's happening this week. So they'll be fully kitted out. It's $4.95, and that you basically bring your machine ready to stitch. We're going to provide you with things like bob and fill, all the threads, all the materials you need, the paints, everything to get you moving. So you just need to bring your machine for that particular class. You need to look at the instructions online at the booking page to see if your machine can handle that particular one. So if you're not quite sure, please go to the booking page and you'll see it there. Zunt Designs 2-day Dogwood and Chickadee wall art. You can have a look at the requirements there. Just remember, we need you just to bring your machines. There's a whole requirements list there, but your machine has to be able to take a specific size embroidery hoop, okay? So because of the background quilting in that particular design. All right, so you need to go and have a look at that. Now the other thing that's happening this week is we have Margot coming in on Saturday for her Quilting with Spirals class. Now I know a lot of you are looking at doing this particular class. Few of you are asking about it. This coming Saturday is Margot's class, so we need you to book yourself in for that. There's some spots still available. That's going to go ahead, but we need you to make sure to book in, okay, so that and get yourself ready for that particular class, because that's going to be a lot of fun. Now it's a little bit longer class on the Saturday because once 1 o'clock comes, we're going to close the shop and you're going to continue on until that is finished. All right, so you need to go online and book in for that class. That's the last opportunity you'll have for this Quilting with Spirals class this year. So you really need to get that sorted out. All right, so the last opportunity you'll have for Quilting with Spirals this year. We're not rerunning it at any particular point this year. We're just full up with other classes. So get in there and book yourself in. All right, so now new products that have come in got quite a few. There's some lovely, during the year, we'll only have a certain amount of fabric product come in, and it's sort of like little snippets of different ranges. Okay, a lot of them are going to be like fat quarter bundles or jelly rolls or that kind of thing, because we are filling out our tone on tone fabrics. There'll be some collections come later in the year, a little bit different to what we've had before, but from time to time we'll have the odd little bundle of items come through. Now this one is a new one. It's called Sagewood, and it's a beautiful collection, but that's what we have of it. We have got in some really fun things, and this is printed bias. All right, so 25mm. We have about 20 colours, and mostly this check pattern in all different flavours. So I'm just going to turn the camera slightly so you can see all the different elements here. Okay, so all these ones here, they are all up online. Okay, so these particular biases, they're all pre-folded. They're all 25mm, so that's about an inch. Okay, all pre-done, but in a multitude of different colours. So we've basically selling them out as per metre. We literally just undid the packaging yesterday, and someone nearly bought half a roll of it. So there we go. All different colours. Some are rainbow, some are plain. Okay, but then let's see. At the moment we've got the little checks, and you know there's quite a few of those in a range of colours. So they're new. So if you wanted something to add a little bit of something to your projects, you want, instead of you making binding or trying to find a nice check to do your binding, or a stripe or things like that, there'll be more of these come through. But this is our first order that we've done. The stripe is quite fun. If those of you are very reminiscent of, to me it's very reminiscent of Tula Pink, but it's just a lovely binding. So you know, it's quite fun. It's, you know, if you're making lots of bags, or if you were making binding to put on different projects, then this might be it for you. Or even if you're making clothes and you need something just to finish it off, like we said, lots of different colours in this binding, which is really fun. So it's all here, it's all available now, and come in and have a look and see. Now there's been a little collections you may not have seen, because you know we've been pretty flat out getting here. This is a laundry basket quilt, Adidas Sitar one. We've got this meterage and we've cut it into some fat quarter bundles, but it's just a lovely little collection of fabric that all works together with this beautiful print on the front. We have a little bit of meterage of this left in the white pattern and the blue pattern. Okay, so these are quite nice. This fat quarter bundle we've done, and we've added a few little solids to match it, is $54.95. It feels really lovely. This would make a really nice little project. So we've got a few of those. We've also made up some black and white kits, because we can, and it's got a little bit of mixture of some Kimberbell and some other fabrics in there, a couple of white on white. There's a white on white and there's a few tonals in there. So I love black, white and red together, so there's quite a few little fun projects you could do with those. So if you have some other fabrics in your stash that you'd like to use, but you need some black and white to give it some pop, well, why not? Have a look at those. These are $39.95, so they're really good value as well. So yeah, so there's quite a bit of that. We have the odd smattering of new things coming around. I mean, our Cottage Charm, our new pastels, Many of you have seen the full collection of that has arrived now. So there's lots to see here at the store, plus lots of kits that the team have made up to encourage you if you need a small project and you just want to pick it up and go. There's quite a few new projects here at the store that we've done up, and some projects we've had before but we've done in different colorways for you. All right, so lots of inspiration here at the store. Now this week just passed, we had Pauline Rogers from Pauline Quilters World here, and she did her trunk show, and thanks to everyone who came along, because that was really a lot of fun. All of Pauline's products we will have here at the store as well. So if you missed out but you would like to do and learn a little bit more about Quilt As You Go and using some of the products to quilt your quilts on your sewing machine without free motion, you need to book yourself into Pauline's upcoming 2-day class here at the store. So Pauline's class is on the list. So it'll be on I'll give you the dates, 21st and 22nd of May. So you've got a little bit of time to get yourself sorted out. Now this is a techniques class of both quilting with your domestic machine with feed dogs up, not free motion. So this is going to be quite a lot of fun. And with her quilting is so simple process, as well as the second day will be Quilt As You Go techniques. All right, so first day is getting used to the quilting part. The second day is going to be more of the Quilt As You Go techniques and how to finish sashings and all those kinds of things. So if you would like to get more, if you're not very good at free motion quilting and you would like to be able to quilt your quilts yourself, then why not come along to this 2-day workshop, and you'll be able to get those techniques going. It'll be fun to stitch out and be able to learn the technique, and then on the second day I'll be able to learn how to put those quilted blocks together. Okay, and you don't need a huge machine for this particular class. You don't need, there's a few things that your machine needs to be able to do. So if you're not quite sure, if you've got an older machine, or if you're a machine you think it might need an upgrade, well then come in and see us, and we can talk about exactly how this process works and what your machine needs to have to do this really, really well for you. All right, so take a look at the list. If you haven't got a list, you can download a copy online. So if you go to our classes page at the website, you'll be able to download the latest version. Now this is still a work in progress, the list, okay, because some things get shuffled about and some classes get postponed because there might not be enough people, when we start to put extras in where there is a gap. Okay, so make sure that you've got the latest version of the list. But it was lovely having Pauline here and showing us all about her quilting technique. It's a great technique for people who can't get the action of the free motion quilting with their machines. It might be the position of your hands, it might be all those different things. So this just offers another way for you to be able to do your quilts, quilt your quilts and put them together. And it's just, you know, in quilting there's lots of different ways to do things, and the KISS system that she has, the quilting is so simple method, is just a really good way for you if you're struggling with free motion quilting. In saying of free motion quilting, we have lots of other classes that here at the store if you would like to do more of that. So there's Jane's doing a class later in the year, Margot's doing some as well. So if there are elements that you would like to learn, please take a look at the list. We have them all in this particular class list for 2025. All right. So we've got to use them or we lose them. That's how the classes are going to run this year. So if we don't have our minimum numbers for any class, we'll have to postpone them. So, you know, while they're there and while they're available, please book yourself in. So that being said, we've got a very busy week ahead between our 2-day Zund workshop with Tracy Sims and Margot coming in, and then the week after is you know, things continue. All of our regular classes continue. So it's a very busy time. Now, I just wanted to remind everyone that the pattern drafter class was postponed because of Cyclone Alfred. It's been postponed. All of you who have been booked in have been notified. However, if you thought you missed out on doing that, end of the month, it's coming in. We've managed to slot it in at the end of the month. So if you are still looking to do pattern drafter class, we have those dates available now, and there's still spots available for the dress, collar, and the dress, bodice, shirt, and I'll start again. Dress, bodice, sleeve, and collar. I'll get it out. It's Sunday morning. I haven't had enough coffee. That class set still has places available. Okay, so if you're thinking about it, take a look at the website, take a look at the booking page. There is another session of that later in the year, but if you want to get started, then book yourself in now, and it'll be a great foundation for you to get your pattern drafting either brushed up or get it started and make those clothes that fit you well. So there's probably lots of other things I can show you here. I'll give you our book of the week. I picked this one because it's a bit of fun and a little bit of a stash buster. It's called Scrappy Wonky Quilt Block Extravaganza. Okay, so Scrappy and Wonky is great because it doesn't have to be perfect. In this book, they give you lots of information about, materials and a bit of inspiration, that it's a little bit of an improv, scrappy sort of situation. I know many of you can't deal with scrappy. A lot of you like everything to be neat and tidy, but sometimes you have stuff in your stash that don't always look like they go together, okay? But you might surprise yourself with something like this. So there's lots of different projects in here, lots of different ones. Now, if you look at this quilt here, it's using lots of different scrappy things. So you learn how to finish off different block styles with different techniques. You have 13 projects in here. They're beginner friendly. You can do lots of different things. So it's a bit of freeform quilting, so it's well worth a look. If you want to do something that's a little bit different, challenges you a little bit, and even better, to use up some of that fabric you have in your stash that you just don't know what to do with, then maybe something like this one will give you a little bit of inspiration, and it'll be a very unique, one-of-a-kind quilt because it's yours, out of your stash. There's bags, there's coasters, there's a lot of different things in this one. So, let's, embrace the uniqueness of scrappiness. I mean, color choices everybody's are different. So yours are going to look very different to what you see here on this stash, on this quilt, with the different quilts, the different pillows, the different techniques. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, I'd like to be able to do that. This year I won't have time to do that. So, but it is a really lovely book to get you thinking about stash busting some of those smaller pieces of fabric in your stash that you could make into something and be useful. Tick off the box of actually using up some of those items in your particular stash. Okay, so Scrappy Wonky Quilt Block Extravaganza. That book is $59.95. Okay, so pretty good for 13 projects, including quilts and wall hangings and different things. But there's technique in there as well, which is really, really great. So why not? 12 blocks, 13 projects, and it says deceptively simple and fun. Okay, so that would be a great one for you to get your teeth stuck into. Now, I just wanted to remind everyone that the challenges, our our elongated challenges has closed now. So we're taking no more entries in those. Winners will be announced next week in the news. So if you don't know what I mean about that, we had a fabric challenge that was supposed to have been judged late last year. We extended it out because we had a change of the venue which we were going to show everybody's projects. So end of February was the cutoff for entry, so that has now closed. All right, so if you missed out getting your entry in, well, you'll just have to make something up with that beautiful piece of fabric, that Michael Miller waterfall, and you know, we'd like to see some of those projects, but you missed out on entering the challenge, and we will give you those winners next week. So other than that, I would just want to remind everybody of the special offers on Burnett right this month. The accessory of the month is the midi hoop from Benina. There's a couching attachment from Janome that's on sale. And the biggest news that I've got over the week, which it's been a crazy week. Pfaff and Husqvarna Viking, they're doing some hoop specials. So if you are in the market for a new embroidery hoop, why not come in and have a look and see us about those. I won't be able to put them up online this week, but if you call, we will have some pricing. I think it's 15% off some specialised hoops in the range. So a lot of them are on the list. So if you're a Pfaff or a Husqvarna person and you're looking to get a new hoop, then you might be lucky enough to get that 15% off. Okay, so that's for till the end of March. So give our team a call. They'll have a list here available from Monday morning, and you'll be able to get those. And yep, get your embroidery on for this year. Glad to see so many of you getting your machines out and getting back into embroidery this year. It's going to be a full year with our OESD class. I had a cancellation on my OESD class, not this coming week, but the one after. So if you were looking for doing the towel session on the Wednesday, there is a spot, although up until this morning there was a spot available. So if you were thinking about it but you missed out, go and have a look at that website and the booking page. You might be able to get yourself in. All right. So in saying that, I better get moving. I've got to get kits ready for our 2-day event today. So for everyone out there, thank you for your support. Thank you for all your well wishes and for being so generous with our closures over the last week or so, and for all the well wishes and people asking how we went and were concerned about us being here. Thank you for that. We look forward to no more windy weather and getting on with the rest of 2025 without any further incidents like Alfred. So from all the team, thanks for watching. We look forward to seeing you again next week. So until then, bye for now.